Well, I made it around. I'm back up on top in the parking. Due to the technical advice of my 11-year-old technical director, I've actually did this after my walk, and it's an amazing concept. But I can put this in front of the film. But we're about done. I say the hiking club did an 8-mile hike up here not too long ago. This is around the lake. This is about a mile hike, what we did today. And there's 25 miles of trails out here at German Ridge. A lot of people come here and backpack. I mean, there's just a lot of different things to see. We did the easy trail around the lake, and I like the formations and the rock. I like walking around lakes and stuff. But it's just a nice park, and like I say, there's no one today use. There's no one at the beach. And I imagine there's nobody on any of the 25 miles of trails. So, German Ridge, Perry County, Indiana. Come out here and try it. It's a little bit, it's not for kids right now. The trails are too overgrown. But in the spring and fall, it's wonderful. The beach would be perfect right now. It's sitting there waiting. I might stop by a place on the way home. We'll see. Right in these areas, right after a rain, there's quite a bit of water coming off this little formation here, and of course, if it hasn't rained for a couple of days, there's gonna be no water, but it's pretty lush and back here, and it's usually got a bunch of water dripping off and stuff like that. Kind of cool. You can play around in the water a little bit, but you can tell there ain't very many people come back here and walk on these trails. It's just nice and peaceful. We got a little ways to go here. This is just really on the start of the trail. It kind of jumps you right into these rocks. So we're gonna keep on going. Just gonna stop and show you some more of the rocks and the cliffs out here at German Ridge. I mean, it is lush back in here, and don't know if you're in the Amazon rainforest or middle of Perry County, but it's definitely green, and I say it's beautiful in the fall and the winter too. But it's something out here all by yourself out in these rocks and stuff. I like it. We gotta move on around though. It's gonna take me a while at this pace. Here I've come down from the ridge part, if you want to call it that, and this is the German Ridge Lake. It's pretty small. This is gonna be a pretty small trail, and but there is swimming allowed. They got the little markers up to show you the area. When I get around, I'll take some better pictures of that. But it's just a nice little walk. Now, if you're wanting to come out here and go swimming, of course, you're just going to drive to the lake, and you don't go through the woods. But I'm just going to walk around here, and it's peaceful and quiet. I probably won't see anybody all day, but it's a good area to come out here and bring your family and swim if you want, or fish or whatever. But I'm gonna walk on around and get to the dam. I've picked up a whole flock of flying little buzzing things, so I can't stand the one spot too long right here. But we'll get around to the other side and take a picture of that, see what we have up there. Here we are on the back side of the lake, the dam, and I kind of lost the trail coming down, but I mean, it's such a small lake. I just got in the woods and followed the little trail by the lake the fisher people use. But we're down here on the overflow, and it looks so much different when everything's going up around it. I say in the fall and spring, it's a different sight really, but a bunch of little fish down in there. Hope it rains or something, or they're going to get dried up. But it goes on up. There's a little cobblestone bridge up there or something. I've done forgot. I can't even see it, but I'm gonna walk up there, and then we'll get here on the top of the lake and just look out. But it's just, it's nice down here. Hot. You go back on that little bridge I was just talking about. It's just over the overflow, but you can tell it's pretty well dried up. And here's the access roads, and you can tell not too many people access it. But there's just miles and miles of trails. I did that one little show about with the Perry County Hiking Club out here. We did the 8-mile hike that day. There's just all sorts of trails out here. This is just going to be a real small one around the lake, and I didn't want to venture off on an 8-mile hike in 100-degree temperature, but it's still really, really pretty out here. And I do like looking. I mean, there was a oh, that's a hand stone. You know, they laid all that in by hand to build this overflow, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. As a CCC built this, there should be some signs up there, and that have been around. I'll check my history. We'll find out in a little bit. I'm gonna guess somewhere around 1940, and we'll find out in a little bit because I know there's a plaque up there. So we'll head on around here. Probably stop at the beach next. It's quiet and beautiful. All right, believe it or not, I was correct on that. This was built around the early 40s. The CCC broke up in 1942 due to the war. I think I did a piece on that when I was talking about the flood wall. But this was all built. Some of these logs on some of these shelters and stuff was taken from the original houses that was out here. There's a picture of this farmer, the German Ridge. So the government bought it, and they took down some of the buildings, and they built this stuff out here. So this is on a National Historic, I think, level. It's been here for quite some time, and it's just fun to be out here and read this. CCC was big in this area due to the flood walls, flooding. It kept people busy during the Great Depression is what it was really for. And then after that, of course, World War II. So it's fun. I'm gonna walk down and see that the shelter's in great shape. I know people real close to me that used to come out here with their families and swim about every other weekend. I guarantee you I could sit out here all day and wouldn't see one person a day. But it's really nice out here. And like I say, this is acres and acres and acres. It says on this plaque that they bought the land for about $3 an acre back then. I wish I could find some for that price. Well, I made it around the lake. As you can see, I'm dripping with sweat. It's really humid today, and I think the heat index is going to be somewhere around 100. That's okay. It's still fun. And this is the shelter house. It's in wonderful condition for as old as it is. And like I say, my high school sweetheart and fiance, her family used to come down here, and this is the thing. Back in the late 60s, early 70s, your family would come out and go swimming. I mean, and have a picnic, you know, pack a cooler and a couple pieces of chicken or whatever, and you're set for the day. And this little shelter is still in amazing shape. Now, I can't tell you if it hasn't been redone or not. I mean, I have no way of knowing, but the place is very well upkept, and you know, you come out here and enjoy this, but I say hardly anybody does. But it's just another gem in Perry County that a lot of people don't even know about. So now I got to walk back up the hill. Like I said, there's a parking lot right here that you could just come down and park on, but I wanted to park in the day use area. So I get to walk by some more formations and cliffs and horse around out in the woods a little bit. That's what I like to do. So we'll see you up the trail. All right, I'm coming up the hill from the beach area, and the day parking is up there. Of course, we gotta go a little ways to get around it. But this is starting on the ridge again. Just the rocks and stuff. And this is kind of like the other side of the ridge that we started on. It makes a horseshoe shape. So, very nice. Something to see. I decided to stop by up here at Eagles Bluff Welcome Center, and it's an overlook just on the way home. They do have a real small trail here, but it's really not hiking, trail. But this is one of them places that you can just drive by and just swing up here and see. It's over the Hamilton Locks and Dams. But they got shelter houses up here. I think you can see them, a couple shelter houses, and a nice little visitor center, which is closed. I've never really seen it open, but there again, there's really probably not enough people come up here to have a visitor center. But I want to just swing by here and see this, and maybe tell a story or two, and just sign off up there at the overlook, and we'll just see you on the next trail. Here we are up here, right on the overlook, overlooking the Ohio River, Perry County. It has a little brief history there. They built this dam in the early 60s. I know some people that worked on it. I actually did some maintenance on it one summer. I don't know the year. I would have been about 21 years old, and worked for the Corps of Engineers and helped them repair the locks. And but it's a heck of a view. Used to come up here sled riding when I was around 18 or 19, believe it or not. The access road, it was a pretty good sled ride down. Kind of a long walk up though. They built the hydraulic part of it, I'm gonna say 10 years ago, I don't know. But it used to just be a straight dam all the way to Kentucky. I worked a night shift with the Corps of Engineers, so I could walk to Kentucky at night if I got really bored. Probably wasn't supposed to. And then, I don't know, back there was a road down there, Highway 66, that's where drag racing took place back in the cruising culture, late 60s, early 70s. I might have won me a gear shift or something back in them days. But anyway, it's a beautiful view up here. And it's something, if you're driving around Perry County, just to swing up here and see. They actually bought, I got more stupid stories. They actually bought some of the land from my fiance, high school sweetheart, Charlene. Her family lived up on this hill, and in the 60s they bought them out and moved them. We found the foundation of her house down hill here last year. It's still there, just the foundation. But that's where they was from. It's beautiful up here. Just another beautiful sight, Perry County, Indiana. We'll see you on the next trail.